Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cartoon Boom. This is Short Wake with a Saturday morning song popped on the floor with Big World Sugar is here, and we'll try your favorite cartoons, both old and new. I'm Joseph.
And I'm a Christmas atrocity. My name's Chris.
And today we watched Rapsittie Kids Believe in Santa? Is that what it was?
Yeah, that's what it was. Thank you for nothing, Jack, our editor.
Oh, sorry.
Who told us.
Rapsittie Street Kids. We can't forget the street
kids.
part.
They're from the street.
Yeah.
And joining us today is my lovely wife, Rochelle.
Hello. I'm just here along for the sleigh ride.
Oh.
But spelled like sleigh.
Exactly.
Yeah. I have a question for you. How angry are you with us that one, it's taken us this long to have you join us for an episode? And two, this is a two-parter. In addition to that anger, how angry are you that this is the one that we brought you in for?
I think I'm more upset about that this is the one that you brought me in for than I am about that it's taken so long. There have been a couple of cartoons where I'm like, I would have had personal stories about what I watched with those cartoons, but that's in the past.
You mean you've never seen Rapsittie Street Kids Believe in Santa?
I mean, I can't say it's in my top 10 Christmas movies. Actually, I don't think it'll even be in my list of favorite Christmas movies ever, but
I feel like everybody has seen some semblance of this, but in their nightmares. And like,
Nope, not
it
even-
doesn't mean that they've actually seen it and dreamt about it. It just means anytime you've had a nightmare, you've seen this film.
no, my nightmares are more tame than this. Like, those are dreams compared to this movie.
This is one of those movies that doesn't even feel real. It's so bad. It seems like it was a joke or a meme or something, but it was actually produced. People spent money on it. They had a stellar voice cast. The voice cast didn't get to do a stellar job because their direction was probably terrible, but it had amazing people attached to it and just was a pile of garbage, just all of it from the top to bottom.
Yeah. It was
Except some of the songs were pretty good. Except
were they?
Yeah, they were sung well.
Why do you think they were good?
They were sung well.
Like, what was it? Jodie Benson was one of the voices. She's Ariel, right?
Yeah.
And so, then she sounded good.
The Christmas song at the end was kind of catchy.
Okay, but what about the rap? How did you feel about that? Would you rate that good?
I'm not a rap person, so I can't judge. I don't know. I don't think it was good rap, but maybe there's some fans of it. I don't know.
If that's rap, then I'm never listening to rap.
I don't think it wouldn't even do well on SoundCloud, man. It wouldn't even blow up on SoundCloud.
Anyway.
So Rapsittie Street Kids Believe in Santa was written by Colin Slater and Trisha Corey Stoops. That's a fun name. Directed by Colin Slater. This was produced by J. Rose Productions and Wolf Tracer Studios.
Wolf Tracer
Studios.
That sounds rad.
That was that wolf image that we saw cap it off at the very end.
That was weird because it was showing like all of the kids around a Christmas tree, and then all of a sudden there's just a wolf face.
And I
was like, what is happening?
Well, no, even better, the wolf face with a little kid going, "The end."
Yeah.
Well, that was to lead us into the sequel that was going to involve the Easter Bunny.
Yeah, and I assumed when it started talking about that, it was the Easter Bunny defending itself from wolves, based on like that wolf face over the top of it, overlaid.
Maybe that had something to do with it.
That would have been rad.
Maybe the main kid is secretly a werewolf, or maybe one of the bullies secretly a werewolf.
That would have made everything so much better.
It really would have.
That would have made everything so much better.
This did air only one time on TV, and then was pulled because it was garbage. And that was it. Like it. I wouldn't say it's hard to find because we found it right away on YouTube, but I don't think you can find it anywhere else in any other form. I don't know if it had any kind of like home media release or what.
Mm-mm.
Also, make sure you're spelling it correctly because it's not
how do you
the
spell
Rhapsody. Yeah.
Okay,
how
so
is it spelled?
Couple things. So they live on Rapsittie Street the way you think it would be spelled, which is RHAPSODY, Rhapsody. But because they're rappers, or the main kid is a rapper, Ricky. So it's Rapsittie. So you're thinking, okay, so RAP space city, CITY. You're wrong.
Nope.
The actual spelling is RAPSITTIE, all one word.
Yeah.
Rapsittie Street. This was hard for me to find because of that.
We're insulting, I don't know, hip hop and rap artists when we call him a rapper. I feel like he's a casual poet.
Yeah, I don't.
He just speaks and rhymes, and there's no real music to it.
No,
and that's all he really does.
Who played our friend Ricky, and who was the rest of the cast? Why don't you share that?
So Ricky Rogers, that's the first time I've actually seen his last name, so that's great. Was voiced by Walter E. Jones. Some might remember him as the Black Power Ranger from the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That's a comment on what suit he wore, not
his skin color.
Not on his skin color, but Power Rangers totally did that, I think. Yeah. Power Rangers, get it together. Eric, voiced by Mark Hamill, he's never called Eric. He's some character's dad. Nicole, was voiced by Paige O'Hara. Todd, voiced by Nancy Cartwright. Todd was the bully, I believe. Was that right?
I think
he might have been. Did they ever
Nancy
name
Cartwright?
the
Yeah, Nancy Cartwright, famously the voice of Bart Simpson and Ralph, and Nelson from Simpsons. Yeah. Also taken over as Chucky from Rugrats after the original voice of Chucky passed away. So Lene, voiced by Jodie Benson. Jenna, voiced by Greg Griffin. Great Grandma Rogers, voiced by Deborah Wilson. Vaguely voiced by Deborah Wilson is what I'm going to call that. I don't know who Tug is. Robert, voiced by Jack Angel. Nana, voiced by April Winchell. And Smithy, voiced by Eddie Driscoll. And that's as much as we really care about, I think.
I guess Tug was one of the other bullies. I didn't know Clint Howard did that. Okay.
Oh yeah, Tug, Clint Howard. There we go. Yeah, it was. I'm so confused by this whole thing because they have some really decent people here, in this voice cast,
and some of them I feel like did the best job they could. Some of them
did not.
I wouldn't even say phoned it in. Maybe they were just given like really weird direction because like great grandma specifically, her voice is. You can't even understand what she's saying half the time.
I'm wondering if that was an editing or like sound mistake.
No, it wasn't.
I think it had to have been direction.
Like it literally was just how she was told to talk.
Yes. Some people thought it was. Well, let's go into the trivia. So here's a few tasty marshmallows that are a big bowl of Rapsittie Street Kids cereal. Ugh. I just don't like saying the name. Believe in Santa. Okay, so I think this first trivia is incorrect. One of the producer's daughters said in an interview that the weird jumbled talking from Great Grandma was actually the result of a corrupted audio file of Deborah Wilson, and no one caught the error in time. But Deborah Wilson herself said that it was actually her voice and she would know the difference, but that's how she was directed to talk, with a stutter or a stumble or something.
Oh man.
So yeah.
But it's not even like a stutter, it's just nonsense. It's just babbling.
Like it sounds like a garbled track of somebody talking.
It does. But I think it was her actual voice just like making like, I don't know.
I mean, you and I, we know audio distortion. Like we know what it sounds like, and that there was no distortion to that whatsoever.
That's so strange.
That was just pure voice.
It was weird. You would know if it was corrupted audio file. You would hear clipping or...
Well, okay, you two would hear that. I did not hear that.
You would hear the pops, the clips. You would hear distorted, like you would hear some semblance of voice distortion as far as like highs or lows.
Yeah, because it reminded me of whenever you used to like play cassette tapes and then you'd like rewind it, but you'd still hear some of the sound still happening.
Yeah, the only way I could see it being like an edited audio file is if someone took her stuttering and just like put it on loop like over and over again for a period of time and just like stretched it, like maybe then. But from what she says, that's the way she actually did it. So I'm just going to take her word for it. When Mark Hamill was asked by a Twitter follower if he had any recollection of making this special, Hamill's reply was, "I've done so many VOs over the years. There are projects I have no memory of. This is one of those projects." I believe that.
He's probably just as shocked as everybody else that he was in this short.
Although didn't this movie kind of come out before the Star Wars resurgence? So like it could
very well.
It makes sense maybe that he's kind of like, whatever, just give me anything.
Yeah, right. He was a busy man, and
He's a
this
busy
was just
man.
something he pushed aside, which I'm glad he was able to.
Yeah.
On September 13, 2015, the Lost Media founder Dykate found a copy and released it during Found Media Week. The special was reviewed by reviewers in 2016, including Rebel Taxi and The Mysterious Mr. Enter. Okay, so I guess that's where the copy showed up, and that's maybe why we can watch it now.
So it was
Oh.
basically lost to the world, and then they dug it up. They opened the tomb that this was buried in.
Right, probably buried with the E.T. from Atari video games.
Yeah, and Mary-Kate and Ashley in action.
Oh, yeah, but they didn't even
Okay, you know
resurrect
what?
Mary-Kate and
I
Ashley
knew
in
it.
action.
Okay, so I said the joke because I knew Rochelle was going to have a retort.
You know what? I bet I'm sure it was a terrible show, but neither of you had any of the nostalgia related to appreciating and looking up to Mary-Kate and Ashley.
It's not, no, but it's not about that, though.
I know
it's
it's
just
not.
the show was... it was not good to anyone. It
no,
wasn't
I
fair to
believe it.
anyone, yeah.
I have been, just it's a whole other bag of can of worms.
To quote one of them, because I'm not sure which one it was. Why do I like cartoons so much?
So, okay, so on that note, though, if there are any actual fans of that show who are also fans of Mary-Kate and Ashley, please let us know and tell us why you like the show.
Just
I've got no problem with them as
No.
people
Right.
whatsoever.
No,
They're great.
they are doing their
They're
own
nice
thing. They
ladies.
have a wonderful sister. That's what I can say about them.
Yeah, there you go.
So also the working title of the special was the Bash Street Kids
What?
Believe in Santa. The title of the special and the name of the city were likely changed because of the Rapsittie Street Kids comic that already existed in the UK, and the producers of this special wanted to avoid any potential legal conflict.
But why would they have called it Bash in the first? There was no bashing.
It's the name of a street, just
Yeah.
like a street can be named First Street or Second
or,
Street.
or Slaughter Street.
Yeah,
We have a
exactly.
Slaughter Street here in Dallas.
They might have
Yeah.
as well just been like, "Oh, murder street kids believe in the Easter Bunny." It's so dumb.
I'm wondering if they were trying to give off the impression, like, because now they call it like the street kids. Like these are not street kids.
No, they're not. They
These-
are pure
these-
suburb children.
They're like
right.
if
They're in
any-
a cul-de-sac.
They're in a
Yes.
cul-de-sac. They are middle class at lowest. Like that one girl, probably upper echelon 1%.
Oh, yeah.
Others,
Because she gets
upper
all her
middle
presents
class.
from the mall.
Yes.
Her dad looked like he's supposed to be the mayor of that town. He is not a street child.
That town is just a mall, a school, and their cul-de-sac. That's it.
At least that's all they showed us.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's all they could afford to show us. An Easter sequel was planned, but was canceled due to the negative reception of the special. Yeah, as we saw
Fair.
at the end of that movie.
Very fair.
I'm so glad they
We-
didn't do an Easter special.
We get the teaser for an Easter special
Yeah,
that was
with the
never to
wolves.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank goodness for that.
Okay, so this aired on the Kids WB channel in 2002 one time. That's when it aired.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who got fired for this?
Everyone.
That's my question. But you did say somebody did get fired in this.
Yes, one of the animators on this. Oh, he was one with the cool name. What was his name? There it is, Damon Knight.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so the lead animator, Damon Knight, was fired for this. And I'm getting this information from a Polygon article that I read, so take it for what you will. But he was fired because he was sort of a whistleblower on how much of a pile of garbage this movie was in the production state to the people who were actually funding it, to some of the people who were giving them money to make this happen. He supposedly came out one day when they came to visit the site and weren't able to see any of the animation because they were specifically directed not to watch anything yet. And he came out and told them to back off because it was just a scam basically. And he was fired for that. He's still listed in the credits, but supposedly according to that article, he was fired for telling the what are they called?
Investors.
Telling the investors to uninvest.
Warning them.
Yeah, I
how
was going
bad
to
this
say,
was.
trying to warn them that this is not what you think it's going to
Yeah,
be.
you are wasting your money.
Yeah. And half of the reason it's so bad, I mean, first of all, the writing is terrible.
Awful.
But the other reason it's so bad is because of how it looks. It is the worst animation I've ever seen in my entire life, which says a lot
this is the main reason why it's so bad. This is the reason why I think this is worse than the Christmas movie we watched last year.
Yeah.
For Christmas in July. What was the name of that one?
Christmas Tree.
The Christmas tree. Yeah. So yeah, this is worse, or at least harder to watch because of the terrible animation. And so let's go over the story real quick, just the general plot. So Ricky, our main character, he has, like, we open with him like taking his teddy bear that his deceased mother gave him, and she was deceased, right? She was dead.
Yes,
I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
his
she's
deceased
gone.
mother, gave him out of love. He was going to give that to his crush Nicole in middle school, high school. We're not sure what age they are exactly.
Of these kids, because the half of them believe in Santa Claus and the other half look like emo kids from middle school.
Right, which feels like a middle school thing, is like maybe that's when the Santa starts to come into question.
But then the same girl also was like, let's pretend to be famous ice skaters. And I'm like, what? Middle schooler? Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, ambiguously old children. They are. It's Christmas time. Ricky's going to give Nicole this gift of this bear. He gives it to her and she shuns it because it's like a stinky old bear and it's not from the mall. And she's used to just like higher class gifts from the mall from her parents.
That bear stinks.
Oh, probably.
I bet it smells like straight up child BO.
He's had it for however many years and he was giving it to her out of love, but she just ended up like taking it, I think, to the garbage can behind the mall and trashing it.
It was behind the school.
Oh, it was behind the school. Okay.
Because there's a huge sign that says school garbage only.
Oh.
Yeah, they had felt the need to animate that, but I do remember that sign and thinking that's unnecessary.
I do also want to point out that almost everything is in Comic Sans.
Yeah.
The greatest font of all fonts.
And it switches back and forth from things being kind of blurry to being like ultra sharp. Like, you know, that setting that's like more sharp. That's everything was like more sharp, like 3 times over in certain scenes. I don't know why. There's no real reason. It's not like zooming in on specific characters. But it seems like Ralphie, is that what his name was?
Smithy.
Yeah.
Sandwich dude.
Yeah, the sandwich guy. By the way, he always has a sandwich in his hand. Even after he eats the sandwich, it just reappears in there.
It disappeared for one moment.
It was gone at one point, so they weren't able to take it out.
And then it just came back.
Yeah, he eats it. It's gone. It's back. It's gone. It's back. And then it's back the rest of the movie.
It's a regenerating sandwich. Don't worry about it.
Magic sandwich.
Don't question it.
Don't question it.
Santa's magic sandwich.
Santa's magic sandwich. And so it gets thrown away. And then it becomes like very quickly it changes from her being like an antagonist to Ricky writing a letter to Santa asking for a video box, which we guess is like a VHS player, not sure, and saying that he also wants Santa to give gifts to all the kids in his class, including Nicole, even though she threw out his bear that he got from his mom, et cetera, et cetera. So in going to deliver the letter to Santa, like he drops, why was he delivering 3 letters to Santa?
1 for each child.
Okay.
Even though there was a lot more.
I didn't realize he was delivering more than one. I thought that it was just grandma's mail that had to go to the post office. I think the letter was included in it.
Maybe you're right. But I just saw him like writing and then carrying 3 letters to the mailbox.
And also saying that it fell is very generous to the animators here.
It just kind of floated away.
It really just floated.
Because
floated out of the scene.
Yeah, it really did.
Like typical letters, it never touches the ground. It just flies off into the sky
in perfect angles.
Yeah, and lands in
Nicole's yard.
Yeah.
We thought it was going to Santa at first, since apparently Believe in Santa is the theme of this movie and the title. But instead, it goes to Nicole's yard, then sits there for like a day before she finds it.
I bet it's real soggy when she gets
it.
I know, right? Like, unless it's been under like, let's see, coming from Minnesota, unless it's been under, let's say 10 degrees the whole time, that thing is soaked.
Wet.
That thing is soaked.
That is a wet.
I don't know how she read that letter or opened it.
Yeah.
Then also we should mention Peg, who I think is Nicole's nerdy friend, who she's really mean to. Well, not mean, but she's just like rude to her.
She has a crisis of faith. Peg has a crisis of faith in Santa Claus because Nicole tells her that, Santa Claus, that was so last year.
Right.
Even though she sings a song right after that scene about how Santa makes her feel like a real girl.
Yeah.
like a real good, the best girl.
She seeks validation from this guy who was so
Who she
last
doesn't-
year.
Who she doesn't believe in.
Right.
Or does she? We don't really know.
Well, I think, no, I still don't know, honestly. I thought it's like we think she doesn't, and then she sings about how she does, but then it seems like she doesn't again, and she's just kind of placating.
Yeah.
So okay, so that's all happens, and then the quest becomes, okay, Nicole needs to find this bear again because she's made a mistake. Her heart grew 3 sizes again, and now she's got to go find it so she can, I guess, accept it back. And then,
well, she wanted to give
it back.
Oh yeah, she wanted to give it back to Ricky, and just to set things right.
Yeah.
So that's her quest. This is only a 42-minute movie, and it passed faster than I thought it would for how bad it was.
Yeah, that was
true.
Counting my blessings. Yeah, so she goes dumpster diving, which all the bullies come out and kind of make fun of her and start calling her the garbage queen. Like that's literally how one of them kind of talks.
These bullies are literally only like verbal bullies. They don't push anybody. They don't do anything. They don't throw anything. They just like come by, like take a jab or two verbally, and then run away or get pushed or get like knocked over or something.
It's hard to tell who's teasing who, actually, and most of it, like up until the point where we realize that the 3 people searching for the bear are the good guys and the bullies are the bad guys. Because Smitty with the sandwich, I couldn't tell like whose side he was on.
Oh, that was tough. Yeah,
that was because I was just like, he's saying things to both people, and I can't tell whether he's Ricky's friend or whether he's just one of the bullies.
Yeah, because I think he's supposed to be Ricky's best friend, but he also is upset with him because he has a crush on Nicole, who is a terrible person.
Well, I suppose like as a friend
bullies.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Constantly bullies Nicole.
So there's 3 bullies.
It doesn't make any sense.
Everyone's a bully. Everyone's not a bully.
Everyone sucks.
And actually, the only violent scene, quote unquote violent scene, was when Smitty took out the guy.
Yeah, he knocked over the
bully. He knocked over the bully like at the junkyard. Because this takes
That's right.
The search for the bear takes him to the junkyard where the bullies are there. They hide and they're about to.
Oh, they released the dogs, the little dash
I don't
hound.
think they even released the dogs.
Chihuahuas.
For some reason, the dogs weren't interested in the bullies. They were interested in our main characters.
Well, they were at the junkyard. The junkyard dogs come out. When we see them, they're maybe a dachshund, maybe a chihuahua, maybe both.
Maybe a mini Rudolph reindeer, because like that's kind of honestly what I thought too.
Oh yeah, because their eyes were like on the opposite sides of their heads. It was weird, but they were barely
Walleye
dogs. Definitely not guard dogs. They didn't even like take the time to size them up to make them look threatening. Like they were tiny dogs.
Yeah.
But everyone was
running,
terrified
screaming.
of them. Yeah.
So scared.
So this is where Smithy uses his sandwich as bait to make the dogs go towards the bullies, and just torpedoes it at the main bully, hits him in the face, it explodes and then becomes like little bits of sandwich. Dogs go after them instead, and then
but that sandwich is right back in his hand.
it is. It's back.
It doesn't make any sense.
Maybe he just carries sandwiches around in his bag.
I don't know. Or his scarf that's always around his mouth.
That's true. How many does he have hidden in that scarf?
It's true.
It's just concealing sandwiches.
What if he keeps his mouth hidden? Because here's what I'm thinking now. This is where my brain's going. I'm thinking about X-Men. I'm thinking about Chamber, who always has his mouth covered with the scarf.
You're right.
To keep because all that power comes out of his mouth, and if he doesn't keep it covered, it's just he unleashes it. He could be dangerous.
Yeah.
What if Smithy is constantly burping out sandwiches?
That's what I was thinking. Like,
so he's got to keep it wrapped.
Yeah, otherwise he'll just be overloaded with sandwiches.
I was also thinking possibly like like the endless bags, like in Mary Poppins and in Harry Potter, but like that's just his mouth. It's just this endless cavern that can produce sandwiches,
but only sandwiches.
It's like a bag of holding.
It's a bag of holding.
Constantly burping out sandwiches.
Exactly.
Like a bunch of Jimmy John's, like constantly shooting.
That's all
out.
that he fills his bag of holding with is Subway sandwiches.
Is some kind of either mutant or warlock, or of some sort.
Let's be fair though, it would probably be Jersey Mike's based.
It probably would be
based on this show.
Like that's just sorry, Jersey Mike's.
Constant Jersey Mike's.
So yeah, so after leaving the junkyard, they find the bear, and then they leap over the wall to the junkyard.
We don't know where the wall went. Like
Oh yeah. It just leads like to an alley, I guess. But then the dogs are still there, so
the dogs are magic too.
Yeah, the dogs are back.
Somebody's barfing up dogs because they didn't cover their mouths with a
there's just
scarf.
a bunch of portals like hidden in
various
places
takes place in
this
the portal
world.
universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like somebody's going to correct us on a lot of this. Like, well, actually, the dogs went around and...
Yeah, hang on, let me push my glasses up. Well, actually...
this actually does have a cult following now.
Oh, I'm
Does it
sure.
really?
Everything does.
I don't think they're fans of it, but they're fans of how bad it is. In the same way that people are fans of
the Christmas tree?
No, what's the Tommy Wiseau,
The Room.
The Room, yeah, fans of The Room.
Or like Morbius. Like
yeah,
it's Morbin time, guys. Yeah. It's Morbin time. There, we said it.
It's Rhapsody time, guys.
That's okay. That's going on. That's going to be on some merch.
Yeah,
it's Rhapsody.
It's
time.
Rhapsody time.
We're going to start making.
But it's got to be spelled the right way.
I'm going to make so much Rhapsody merch after this episode comes out. You guys wait.
Yeah,
we need to make a Santa hat.
Yeah,
the Rhapsody.
We just got to make.
I'm going to make a magic sandwich.
We need to make an
sticker.
An image of Smithy like
just
barfing sandwiches. Or on a sandwich throne of some sort. I have ideas. Anyway.
We'll get there. Yeah, we're working on it.
Okay, it'll be the best thing to come from this movie. Yeah. Okay, so they
find the teddy bear in the junkyard.
Yes.
No, then they climb the wall. Dogs chase them.
Dogs chase them. I guess they get away because I don't see the dogs again. And Nicole encounters or goes to Ricky's. This is when I checked to see how much more was left in the movie, and it was like 5 minutes. I was like, oh, okay, it's really almost over. They're wrapping it up right now. Nicole goes to Ricky's, tries to give him the bear back. He's like, no, I gave it to you out of love. It's all yours, baby, or something. And then like he said, he really said, no, that's when he's like
honey,
friendship.
No, that was a great moment because he says, she's like, he's like, yeah, because I also really value love and friendship.
But
like,
then
it's like he changed his mind at the last minute and couldn't figure out, like he was going to say, and you, instead he said friendship.
He was torn.
Yeah. But, and here's the best part of it. When he says friendship, it's like just the scene just kind of freezes and it lingers on that moment of him just staring at her for like a good 20 seconds. Nobody says a thing. We're just staring at his face. And nothing happens.
Also, Pam's mom was cracking me up because when she comes into the scene, she has 3 poses.
Yes, and she's always staring the wrong direction.
She has them come look out the window, like Pam and her sister.
Pam
or
is the nerdy friend.
Yeah, Pam's the nerdy friend. And instead of looking out the window, her mom's just staring off blankly
at a wall somewhere.
Yeah,
and every time it changes scenes, everyone else is facing whatever the center of the scene is. But in every scene, she's still like diagonally facing something else that nobody else is looking at.
She was not hitting her mark whatsoever.
It happened 3 times in a row.
The same scene.
It's great.
Oh, and okay, so that's when... Oh, so I think, was it after that Nicole went back to her house, got her presents?
Yes.
And then sees that, she also got a video box,
from her grandma,
which is what she knows Ricky wanted, video box.
Because somebody stole U.S. mail, which is a federal crime, by the way.
Somebody stole U.S. mail?
She stole this letter.
Oh, that's true.
She found the letter.
She opened it.
But she opened it, which is against the law.
Crime.
Okay.
Nicole is a criminal.
Believe in the justice system.
Nicole has been in prison. Okay, so she gets the video box. She takes it over to Ricky's under the guise of like, oh, Santa must have delivered this to the wrong address. Which at this point is like, okay, so do you believe in Santa or do you not? Because this feels like you're just trying to play along with his belief still.
Yes.
Right.
Because she got it from her grandma.
Right. And she knows this. So it's like, okay, well, whatever.
But also when she I feel like she opened it and then she brought it over there.
And it's wrapped again.
Yeah. And so she's like, it's got your name on it. First of all, we did not see his name anywhere on that box. And then he just opens it as if it's never been opened. I'm like, girl,
everything is magic. Everything heals itself.
He opens it like a rabid dog.
He does.
Yeah. Ripping it apart. He's outside, so he's just like littering everywhere.
Box,
yeah, my favorite.
Which looks like a cross between a VCR and a video cassette, actually. So,
what do you think it does? What is a video box?
I don't know. That's why I think it's a VHS player.
It can't be a VHS player because this was 2002.
I know, but
I still had a VHS player in 2002.
That's because you were lame.
Okay.
Maybe he's a fan of just retro stuff.
I doubt it. I don't think so.
Maybe his family was so poor they couldn't afford a DVD player, Chris. Huh? Ever think about that?
Did you see where they lived?
His mom is dead.
He was not
okay?
poor.
He could have been
Don't
poor.
blame this on his dead mother.
Maybe he inherited the house from his mother and now they have nothing.
He's got
nothing.
a great grandma taking care of him.
Who can't speak.
No.
She spoke completely clear English at the end.
What was so funny was at the end when she is speaking to him, Ricky's like, Grandma, you always know just what to say. And that's when she starts rambling and mumbling again. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
But people are responding to her as if she's actually making sense.
Like the wise one in the room.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the whole movie, she mumbles. You can't understand anything. But then there's the one scene where she's just like, this is why I love Christmas. And we're all like, wait, what?
She can speak.
We were waiting for, because we were shushing each other, waiting for the mumbling because we thought it was so funny. Then she just speaks fine, and we're like, "What? Stop!
This is unusual.
Weird. Be weird again, Grandma."
Yeah, so that's really kind of the end of it there. Well, actually, no, they all go over to Pam's house, I think.
Yeah, they go over. No, I thought they were Pam's house because her family was there.
Yeah,
and Nicole shows up by herself.
Why do they go to Pam's house?
Why not, man?
Okay.
Even were the bullies there too? I think even.
No.
The bullies weren't
invited. But they were like, "Thanks for having us over." I'm like, when did this invite happen? Like, did they plan to spend Christmas together or magic?
And then
that's right, Chris.
Magic.
Magic invite.
We see a shadow of Santa's sleigh passing over, but it's not like reacting to any of the folds or anything of the environment. It is just a straight shadow over the entire scene. And then Smithy is just like, yay. And that's it. He's the only one who responds to it.
Yay.
Oh, wait, there was that great moment that we didn't mention at one point when
Were there any great moments? Anyway,
yes,
go on.
Just great. Great as in like, oh my goodness.
Okay, yes.
Again. When Peg is having her crisis of faith and she's like staring out the window and her dad comes up in a very unquestionable scene. I'll just say, leave it at that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dad comes in and he says, look at the sky. Can't you see Santa? Can't you see him? And then the clouds form a Santa face. So I'm like, it's like a Santa god in the sky.
I see him because I believe in him.
I see him, Dad. And we're like, what? And then it's like, oh, it's a Santa face. I'm like, you don't even see a sleigh. You see a face in the clouds.
That's what I was thinking, was the sleigh was going to pass by or something. But instead, like the clouds just form
very vague Santa face.
You could see Santa there. Yeah, then they sing about Santa and how they want Santa inside of them.
Yeah, she did sing. She said, yeah, the lyrics were something about I want Santa inside of me and you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a direct quote.
Guy, I don't want Santa inside of me.
I think
I don't want it.
The less we say about that, the better.
I was going to say.
Just put the clip in. We are not lying or
I just left it at questionable, all right?
Yeah,
Let's just leave that scene where it is and move along again.
Question mark? Yeah, so.
Santa, get out of here.
And so that's when it wraps up.
Yeah.
And then we see Nicole sleeping in her bed with the teddy bear, which I guess she did keep, and then a reindeer.
That was given to her by Peg. That's when she was mean because Peg gave it to her.
Oh,
and she's
right.
like, ew, gross. Like, this isn't from the mall.
So this movie was really just about Nicole and how she needed to
stop being just a piece of crap.
Yeah, I guess accept things from her friends.
But here's the thing. She starts the whole movie like, I'm perfect. I'm the princess. I'm perfect. And then she realizes she does stuff that's wrong. Never does she say, oh, I'm not perfect. She ends the movie singing, oh, I'm so perfect. I'm the perfect little girl still.
Yeah. You're right. She never realizes where she's gone wrong. She's like, oh, I need to accept more gifts.
Right,
she did apologize to Ricky, but she never does think that she isn't perfect.
She does not acknowledge her own flaws.
It was probably Ricky's fault that she made that mistake in the first place.
Yeah, right, exactly. True. Like, she's been perfect this entire time, and she's so perfect because she fixed her mistake.
Right. Had Ricky not offered the bear, that mistake never would have happened in the first place. So it's his fault.
Right.
It's his fault.
Yes.
And because she fixed the situation, she did nothing wrong to begin with.
I'm gonna name the songs from the soundtrack real quick.
Okay.
Ricky's Rap.
Oh,
yeah. Dear.
Loved it. Christmas Chimes. That I don't know which one that one was. Best Kid in the World. That's the one you were just talking about.
Yep, that's Nicole.
Yeah. Believe in Santa. That was performed by Jody Benson.
That was the one about wanting Santa inside of you.
Unfortunately,
that was Jody Benson.
Yes,
that was with the dad and her though. Anyway.
Yeah. And then Through a Child's Eye. That's the one I think that was sung at the end during the credits.
Oh yeah,
that one was pretty good.
That one wasn't too bad. Chris would
It
disagree.
had a good beat to it.
It did. Well, it had some like nice sound,
Yeah.
and it sounded mildly put together.
There was effort put into
There
it.
was
I'll
effort.
say that.
Yes.
At least give it that.
No comments. No comments. That's the best route I can take. I want to take the high road.
You're gonna take the high
wanna
road. If
take
you
the high
can't say
road.
anything nice,
Yeah,
don't say
yeah,
anything
yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
So okay, since obviously this episode was done a little strangely because we're all together in the same room, it's going to be a little different than we normally do, but we are still going to give it a final rating and I guess a review in general.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a question I'm very curious about. Did either of you like anything about this movie?
Oh, Joseph. Oh, you sweet boy.
I feel like you didn't, but maybe you'll give it
No.
something.
I didn't.
To be honest, I did like the end scene where it shows her sleep with the bear and the deer. So, like, I feel like despite the fact that she's not accepting her flaws at the moment, she still is like learning.
Okay.
So, like, I accept that there was a lesson learned.
Maybe. Yeah.
maybe. But
Kind
that's the only piece of the movie that, I mean, and possibly it calls out to me because that's my like psychological social worker, like development of a person side coming out and appreciating some growth in a character. But that's it. That's about it.
Okay.
Rochelle's like, I can make her change. I can change her. It's not too late.
We used to sit a couple conversations.
Yeah.
So
What about you?
For
What
me,
about you?
yes. And I pointed it out while we were watching it. I liked the snowflake transitions because I thought it was
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I thought it was a clever idea for a Christmas movie. And I've seen
Explain
it
it.
before. It's
Explain
not
it.
okay. So when scenes were transitioning from one to another, there you would see this. I mean, the snowflake didn't look great. Nothing did. But it would float by and then kind of cover the scene a little bit and then transition into the next scene and then float off, which I like scenes that carry over into one another. And it was kind of as smooth a transition as this kind of movie can get with the budget they had and the animation they had. So I appreciated that. And also, like I said, some of the songs were decent.
Ooh,
So that's
I didn't even sing the songs. Very
I think-
well.
I'll say that some of the voice acting was good.
yes.
Because you have a talented voice cast aside from maybe a few performances.
Nancy Cartwright did a great job.
She was great. Greg Griffin was fine. Mark Hamill, fine. Yeah, all great.
Like they did what they could.
Exactly.
they had.
Who knows what they were even given?
I
as
gotta
far
say
as-
though, like I never knock voice actors, but I don't know what happened to Walter E. Jones in this, but everything about Ricky was awful. It was so bad.
Maybe he recognized that this was going to be an awful movie to begin with, so why even put in the
Maybe,
effort?
Yeah, well, and that's what I wonder too, because like we've seen that happen before. I mean, Joseph and I constantly mention Ron Perlman in Howard Lovecraft.
As Shiggoth.
Yeah. Like, who disturbs the sleep of Shiggoth? Like we always bring that up because it's so funny to us because we know he does good stuff
Because he's so talented.
and he did not give a crap in that movie, and it was very evident.
Honestly, I think I would blame voice direction on a lot of this. Some people are just very
Yeah.
natural at doing voice acting, but some people need more direction. And maybe if you're not given it, it's hard to even, like, if you're told that's
Right.
fine as it is, which all of them probably were,
Yeah.
you know, it's just not going to sound natural.
And we didn't get the chance to dive in as much as we usually do for information on this, aside from Joseph, who spent way too much time this morning just reading.
Oh,
Uh,
I know too
but-
much about it.
like, I didn't get to look and see if this was his first voiceover role or if he had done any before this, but it could have been. And acting and voice acting are very, very, you would think they're very similar, but they are different animals. You have to you have to overact a lot to make up for the fact that you have no body language to help express things. You have no facial features that are, signaling anything to the camera. And, we know him as an actor. If he wasn't, told those things, if he wasn't working with a good voice director, then it kind of might make sense why this performance was pretty rough.
Yeah, it was a little
Right.
flat. It was a little flat.
But or it might have just been bad. We don't know.
It
don't
very
know.
well could have been.
So I don't even think we really need to go into separately what we didn't like about the movie, because that's really all
Let's
we've
just
done.
talk
Kind of what we talked about.
How all the bad.
I feel like that's been the whole episode. Like, what else
here's the
is
thing.
there?
We didn't talk about why the animation was so bad. We didn't get into that part, so we do need to explain.
Let me preface that by saying it was done with a program called 3D Choreographer, which was not made for 3D modeling at all. It was only made for basically animating on the cheap. I think one of the pitches of this program was like, hey, you can make like studio quality animation very quickly and cheaply. And so the person who was the primary like producer of this was like, heck yeah, like let's use this program. It's cheap, it's fast. This is gonna be great. We're gonna get rich off this movie. and they used it. But I also found out later, again, from that Polygon article, that since it wasn't made to actually create 3D models, and it only had like so many stock models in it, they had to literally send it to the person who created this program in the first place, who created this software, and he would send them back models based on their specifications for free. I'm glad it was free because they were not done
goodness.
well.
The movements were frightening. Oh my God, their laughter.
The laughter was the
every
worst.
time they laughed, they just like
they would quickly
seize.
bend forward and backward really rapidly.
Yeah.
And that's how they laugh. And
it's like their whole body would just be like vibrating.
Well, on any talking they did, it would involve their whole body and their arms moving about like animatronics.
Yes.
Like when you go to like a Chuck E. Cheese or something like that, it would be, the typical robotic, like torso turns, arms move a little bit, torso turns back.
Like you could see the break in where the movements were happening when like the pants would be like nothing, and then you would see breaks happen in the upper body torso portion.
Tons
Lots
of clipping.
that.
So much clip. Like people's hair would clip to their arms.
Yeah.
Ricky's like skin was always clipping through his teeth.
Yeah, every time he would smile, the back of his mouth, I guess, would
show through his
or maybe his tongue would,
just pop through
his teeth.
That smile was so scary.
People would randomly have body parts disappear.
The fingers.
The fingers were gross.
They were all like
if you
long,
look at the
thin,
fingers,
curly
don't.
Fingers.
Like, don't look at the fingers because that will give you nightmares.
If you look down someone's sleeve, like it's just transparent, like there's nothing there.
Disappears.
Yeah.
The movements also reminded me of the game. I think it's called QWERTY. Have either of you ever played that running game where like you start the starting line and you only can use Q, R, and T and Y in order to play, and each of those controls a knee and the ankle or something? It reminded me of that movement. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That game.
That game looks better than this
it really
movie. It's animated much better.
But the movements reminded me of that, of like how everything is just so disjointed and you're trying to make it all flow together, but
I could see that.
You just don't get past the first foot.
You're totally right.
Yeah, I believe it.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So more negatives?
I feel like I had one more, but I just if I say one more, I'm just gonna keep finding more to talk about.
Right. It's just gonna chain off into other bad things.
I mean, we already talked about the plot and the music and the movements and the animation.
Okay, hold on. Let me do this and let me pitch this to you. What was your least favorite part? If you had to name, I know there was a lot of bad parts, 99% bad parts. What was your least favorite?
Everything about Ricky.
So Ricky, his character, period.
Everything was bad about it. The voice acting, I mean, the animation, just everything about him was just bad. Everything was bad.
Yeah.
I severely disliked the disorganization of the plot. I don't like when I'm watching something and can't figure out what's happening like 50% of the time because you can't understand what they're saying, or you can't understand like the teasing. Why are they like they're teasing, but you don't know why. And it just is so random from shot to shot and scene to scene. And I'm like, what? Like maybe they cut out a lot of stuff to make it as choppy as it was.
I don't think they did.
Or it just was that choppy to begin with. No. They were just like, we need this scene, we need this scene, we need this scene. And they don't need to actually relate to each other. It just has to happen.
Everything. Yeah. Because it was only 42 minutes. They could have made it longer.
They could have. Well, or they ran out of money. Who knows?
I don't think maybe I breezed over this part about Ricky, but he rhymes almost everything. When he talks, he's constantly rhyming
because he's a rapper.
Is he?
I think
That's the
that
idea.
might have been in the like. I did not understand the entire rap at the beginning, but I believe it might have mentioned something about how I'm a rapper, and that's like what Ricky is saying about himself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like he
I
speaks
question any
in
like
rhyme
grade
at
school
times.
child that says I'm a rapper.
He might be middle school.
Yeah.
I would question any child regardless.
Yeah. So that's his whole thing is he's a child rapper, but he's not.
Good.
Well, okay. For some reason, this turns into Nicole's story instead of Ricky's.
Yeah.
Like it's Ricky.
Yeah, well, and that's the other part that doesn't make any sense to me. That they do like we start with him. They build him up as a kid we need to feel like sorry for, and we get introduced to, and it's like really setting him up. And then he's just done after
he's not-
15 minutes.
You don't see him much in the movie at all.
No, for like the last 25 minutes of the movie, of a 42-minute movie.
And why
We don't
is
see
asking him
Ricky.
about the candle so scandalous?
Oh yeah.
What is up with that candle?
Who gave you that candle, Ricky?
Yeah,
And they're like, why would you say that?
that's
rude.
so mean.
So mean.
Why is it mean to ask about a candle?
Yeah. Like, I would have been like, I don't know. My grandma got it from Bath and Body Works. I don't know.
What would have been rude is if they'd been like, "Did your mom give you that candle, Ricky?"
Yeah, then it'd be like, oh
They'd be
yeah,
like,
that was
wow,
rude.
that's a low blow.
Yeah, they like
Right.
build up this
Too
whole
soon.
Nicole is so mean, but like honestly, she just seems spoiled and bratty.
Yeah.
But only for the first like 10 minutes. Then she's fine.
Yeah.
Then she's kind of like, oh no. Well, that's because she has that little crisis of like, oh no, I threw away somebody's mom's teddy bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I got to be perfect. So I got to fix this.
All right, Joseph, what was your least favorite?
Okay. I think I could have accepted
Get out
the
of this
bad.
room. Get out of this room.
Well, I said
Fuck out.
I'm getting there. I could have accepted the terrible, terrible graphics if the story had made any like if it had tried at all to be good or had some kind of like decent morality to it. But it was like Rochelle was saying, all over the place, and it just everything. It seems like they just threw whatever they could against the wall to see what would stick, but nothing did. And they couldn't decide on what the main plot of it was going to be. That's why it went from Ricky being the main character to Nicole being the main character, even though she was like, it was just her learning this lesson, but everybody had their own thing and they just couldn't decide how to make it flow. If it had been a great story, then I could have accepted the bad graphics, but because at the core of it, the story was so bad, I just like that to me is like the root of why this movie is so terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Oh God. Now I'm just imagining the teacher again.
Yeah, the teacher was basically an
Oh,
alien.
The teacher was an alien robot
Yeah.
from who knows
And
where.
that principal too.
Oh, the
That
principal was
kept
even
doing, like,
worse.
it looked like nobody was limboing, but for some reason he was constantly bending over backwards
It's like he
and
didn't have-
forwards, real extreme
It's like he didn't have a
angles.
spine.
Yeah,
like I
he
don't
was
think I think his
jellyfishing
spine was a
around,
jelly
just-
slot. It was a jelly spine,
Yeah.
and just
It was just the rest of his tie was his spine. That's all he had.
Yeah,
There's
half
like
of
a
his tie
cross
was missing.
And some of the characters, if you watch the characters that aren't speaking, some of them will just be slowly falling over to the side
Yeah.
during the scene.
Yep.
they're all fainting
There was
slowly.
one-
They're all slowly dying.
There was one part too where a tree started to lift off.
Oh
Like
yeah.
real close to the beginning of the movie.
Oh,
The tree started to move.
the one like I remember we were watching and I was like, hang on a second, is that the spray paint setting on Windows
Oh,
paint? Windows
Windows-
97
yes.
paint is
Yeah.
the snow on the
Well,
trees.
and
It's
that's
the
something-
spray paint setting.
That's something we didn't mention either. There is a lot of clip art and like Windows Paint,
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Microsoft Paint art.
The only time you see
In
Santa
this.
in this movie is clearly clip art because they have Santa like in Nicole's yard as like a little stand up, but then that same Santa is used on her t-shirt, just flipped and stretched to fit on her t-shirt, and that's it.
So yeah, they 3D. They tried to 3D render these characters, but a lot of the stuff they interact with is just flat 2D clip art.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
The snowmen especially are just
oh my gosh, the
ab-
snowman.
clearly drawn on.
But
Yeah.
there's a clearly very round like snowman base being rolled, and then the snowman is 2D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
And the snowman was the best looking thing in the movie.
It was
really was.
because
It had
somebody else
shading-
made it.
Yeah,
and
it
they
had
just bought
shading
it
and
used
everything
it.
to it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
okay, what would you guys give this movie?
Well,
one through 5. What are
do we
talking?
have to give it a 1?
I mean, no, you can give it I think a 0.5 is as low as our rating system will let us go.
Man. Okay.
I know you say 0 sometimes, but I have to default it to 0.5.
I know it has to default to 0.5 on our website. Okay. Well, this movie was real bad. It was real bad in every way, shape, and form. And the only way I can recommend anyone ever checking this out is if you get a big group of friends and you just want to have a lot of laughs at the expense of this thing. This is one of those movies that, like, the enjoyment comes out of laughing at how ridiculously bad it is. And in that sense, it can be kind of fun because we shared a lot of laughs.
We did. And if you like look for those details that are just...
But it was kind of laughing through the pain. So with that said, I gave Rapsittie Street Kids Believe in Santa 0.5 bowls of stinky garbage teddy bear cereal out of 5.
I was gonna say it's pretty much verbatim what Chris just said. It's a movie that could be fun to watch with friends when you want to just like make fun of something and you don't really care about plot or character development or music or animation style or art or life. So I will give it 1 bowl of grape nuts with skim milk.
Ooh,
that's generous. Yeah, everything you guys said is accurate. We're not even exaggerating. I think we're being kind to this movie for even talking about it. Like, giving it any attention is a kindness because it is so bad, and it's offensively bad on both the eyes and the brain because it doesn't make any sense and it looks bad and it feels bad. The only thing it doesn't always sound bad is the only thing I could give it. And for that, though, I still have to give it a 0.5 bowls of Santa Inside Me cereal out of 5 because it doesn't have redeeming qualities really.
No.
And it's a good thing. The one thing I will give it is I'm glad that they didn't move forward with making the sequel about the Easter Bunny. That's the only thing I can give it.
We did luck out there.
Yeah.
The world does not need more of that.
Chris, you said you were going to name some movies.
Yes, I
wanted to, if you guys are interested in doing a real nice marathon of bad movies, a few nice pairings to go with it. So like if you are familiar with IMDb at all, if you scroll down to IMDb, like when you're on there, you're looking up a movie, you scroll down to the bottom of the page, there's always recommendations. Like there's the more like this section where it talks about more movies of similar category, similar audience, similar ratings. So I just wanted to name a few of those. One is a bootleg of Cars called The Autobots. Has nothing to do with Transformers, just Cars.
Or Cars.
There's The Christmas Tree, which we did last July.
As we all know.
Yeah. So
and not love.
If you go through the window. that's for you.
Our favorite quote.
Our favorite quote from The Christmas Tree. There's The Legend of Titanic. I don't think that's Jack and Rose.
Actually, isn't it in Spanish? Is that La Leyenda del Titanic?
Maybe. There's 3.
Yes.
There's 3 movies of this.
You
also have Elf Bowling, the movie, also known as Mrs. Miracle, the movie.
What?
How are those?
I know. You got Panda Fighter.
No, Little Panda Fighter.
Little Panda Fighter.
Don't leave that out.
Which is not in any way, shape, or form related to Kung Fu Panda, but it is Little Panda Fighter.
It's trying though.
You got Titanic: The Legend Goes On. You got a little fish movie called Finding Jesus. It looks like it'd be Finding Nemo, but this is all about Jesus. You got a penguin wearing tap shoes called Happy Toes.
No, Poppy Toes.
Tappy Toes.
Tappy
Tappy.
Toes. Okay.
Oh my god.
You got a rat chef with a big plate of cheese called Ratatouille.
Oh my god,
do you think that's Ratatouille or is it like Ratatouille?
It's Ratatouille, man.
I think it has to be Ratatouille.
Okay.
You got Finding Jesus too. Which I like to call the Finding.
He looks even worse.
In Search of the Titanic,
which
so
is an
I guess they lost it.
Wow.
That looks like an animation, isn't it?
All of them are.
Because I know there's
Every
like a
single one of these
documentary
are.
called The Search for the. I think there's a so this might be like the animated version of a documentary.
No, this is not a documentary in any way, shape, or this
It's
is the third installment of the Legend of the Titanic
The trilogy.
cartoon series. And then we got Leo the Lion. This is not Lion King, but it's very similar. It's Leo the Lion. All of these under 2-star ratings on IMDb. So if you are feeling up for Ratatouille,
Mrs. Miracle the movie / Elf Bowling is
a 2 on the dot.
Highest rated.
Okay, highest rated Elf Bowling the movie, aka Mrs. Miracle the movie.
Can we go now?
No.
I was just going to say that it's been lovely talking about this movie. Sorry. I like to be kind with my words. This movie with the two of you and joining you on Cartoon Boom today. I would say let's talk next time about having me come back and what we're going to watch. Cause this was.
Can't we just learn to love? Why is there movies like this? Why do those exist? Let's learn to love.
Yes, well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for
it was.
I'm just kidding. I would love to join them again, even if it was another movie like this. Maybe next year's Christmas special, or if you come across a show that I have seen a lot more of than either of you have seen.
Never.
There are shows like that, though.
And just if you did enjoy Rochelle on the show, just know that she's also on some of our other Nerdsoft podcasts, like Anxiously Ever After and Party in Peril. Season 2.
And she is Chris's wife, so she's always around.
Yeah, she's
I am always around.
Whenever you hear another Cartoon Boom episode, just know she's lurking somewhere in the house, listening to just my side of the recording.
It's true. I'll know that it's almost over when I hear Child Chris come out.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, he's almost done recording.
Yeah. Okay. And also Jack, our editor, who asked us to watch this. We did this as a favor for him. Thank you for being an editor.
Yes.
Thank you for editing.
Thank you for
That's
editing.
all I'm gonna say.
You're a great editor, Jack.
You are. Wonderful person, great editor.
Horrible taste in movies.
No, you had to go there.
I really hope you don't like this movie, Jack, because then I don't know what I'd think of you.
I think he just wanted to hear what we thought of it.
Yes.
It's punishment is what it is. So it looks like our milk supply is now on drive. So it's time for us to say goodbye. And next week, we'll be watching
Dave the Barbarian, submitted via Reddit by Black Forest Ham 3789.
It's a very specific Black Forest ham.
Specific type of Black Forest ham.
I remember the theme song for this.
I don't think I've ever seen this.
I thought I knew what this was, but I
did too.
I was thinking of a different show, like Dave something else. Maybe Super Dave is what I was thinking of.
Super Dave? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I
think I was thinking of a different barbarian named show. So this I'm completely lost on.
Yeah, I've never seen this before.
It's a Disney show, it looks like. Okay.
Let's ask Nick about that, because I think he used to like that show.
The animation looks good.
Because I know I didn't.
I mean, all animation is going to look good to me after this show.
Yeah,
Right.
I guess,
You're like, wonderful animation. Oh, it's beautiful.
There's one thing we know is that now everything else will look a little bit better.
The world is a little brighter.
Yeah,
the world's a little brighter.
So it's done us that
today.
favor.
So, yeah.
With our cleanser after this is just seeing or hearing or listening to anything else.
Yes, exactly.
So once again, I'm Joseph.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Rochelle.
We'll see you next Saturday.
Presented by Nerdsloth,
a place for lazy nerds.
If you like what you heard, consider donating at patreon.com/nerdsloth so we can continue bringing you quality shows. Be sure to also leave us a review and share your favorite episodes and clips on social media. If you're looking for more content, visit us at nerdsloth.com.